Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. All right, and I just pretty much wanted to, you know, land back off Apostle Aram Lob and the video he did, the live stream he did earlier this morning, about the principalities and the spirits, so on and so forth, which was a very beautiful lesson. Something that brothers are already aware of, but the way the apostle was getting into it and breaking it down, you can actually visualize these different things and seeing them happen all around you. And just on the day to day, we have to constantly just knowing the fact that we have spirits all around us. That's a whole nother feeling. And imagine if Yahweh Shem Shah was to pull that scab over our eyes, man. That's something that, us being in this mortal flesh, something in which we couldn't take, man. But we know that these spirits are all around us, wicked and righteous spirits, but we hope to be of that hopeful elect to where, when those time comes, the Lord have those righteous angels actually protecting us instead of being on the left-hand side and having the Lord to sick those spirit of vengeance upon us. That's something which we don't want within these present times, because the evil times are very near and they're upon us, so we definitely have to do, what we can to be in the Lord's good graces, man. I know I want to be, and, I definitely want to strive a lot harder to do the things that are pleasing unto Yahweh Shem Shah. And, I just wanted to bring out, quick 3 scriptures and just to show this clip of edification, which brothers all should be familiar with from this movie, Ghost, about these spirits of vengeance, man. So real quick, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Okay, so when you have an angel that may put somebody to death or put somebody in a car accident, make somebody have an accident like fall off a mountain or fall off a bike, that was the angel on the left-hand side doing their job to appease the wrath of the Lord. And that brings joy into the Lord to bring judgment upon someone that is wicked, man. That's ultimately what it is. Okay? And the mortal, Salaki, not the mortal, but these non-spiritual people that are within this world, when things happen, they just think it's a coincidence or just think that it was an accident. No, it wasn't an accident. These things that happen on a daily are meant to happen because they are ordained from on high, man. Okay? And people would think a baby would die in a car crash, so that was some unfortunate incident, man. That baby was meant to meet his death, man. Okay? There is none that can deliver out of the hands of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. If the Lord wants you, the Lord wants you, man. The scriptures say it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And just knowing these things and, looking at certain movies and certain clips of edification, is, hey, man, it should put more fear in all of us, So real quick, I want to get into the book of Maccabees, all right, chapter 3. Okay, it's like a second Maccabees, all right. Second Maccabees, chapter 3, and I start at verse 23. Nevertheless, Heliodorus executed that which was decreed. Verse 24. Now as he was there present himself with his guard about the treasury, the Lord of spirits and the prince of all power caused a great apparition, so that all that presumed to come in with him were astonished at the power of Yahweh, and fainted and were so afraid. For there appeared unto them an horse with a terrible rider upon it, which was an angel, okay, and adorned with a very fair covering. And he ran fiercely, and smote at Heliodorus with his forefeet, and it seemed that he that sat upon the horse had complete harness of gold. Moreover, 2 other young men appeared before him, notable in strength, excellent in beauty, and comely in apparel, who stood by him on either side and scourged him continually and gave him many sore stripes. Okay, so these were angels, man. In numbers, the Lord brought what, 2 or 3 angels here within this instance to bring a judgment upon Heliodorus. And Heliodorus fell suddenly unto the ground and was compassed with great darkness. But they that were with him took him up and put him into a litter. Thus him that lately came with a great train and with all his guard into the said treasuries, because he came in there with a small force of soldiers, they carried out, being unable to help himself with his weapons. And manifestly they acknowledged the power of Yahweh, for he by the hand of Yahweh was cast down and lay speechless without all hope of life, man. So these are the type of things in which Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua brings upon the masses of the people, and especially those that are wicked unto destruction, man. Okay? Man, this is, man, the power of the Lord is no joke, man. It's no joke. All right, and the last quick scriptural example I want to get into before I play this clip of edification, okay? This is a quick example in the book of the history of Susanna. All right, this is the history of Susanna. I start at verse 51. Then said Daniel unto them, put these two aside, one far from another, and I will examine them. So when they were put asunder one from another, he called one of them and said unto him, O thou that art waxen old in wickedness, now thy sins which thou hast committed aforetime are come to light. For thou hast pronounced false judgment, and hast condemned the innocent, and hast let the guilty go free. Albeit, thus saith the Lord, the innocent and righteous shalt thou not slay. Now then, if thou hast seen her, tell me, under what tree sawest thou them accompanying together, who answered, under a mastic tree? And Daniel said, very well, thou hast lied against thine own head, for even now the angel of Yahweh have received the sentence of Yahweh to cut thee in two. And I jump to verse 58. Now this is when he is interrogating the other guy. Now therefore tell me, under what tree did thou take them accompanying together, who said, under a home tree? Then said Daniel unto him, well, thou hast lied against thine own head, for the angel of Yahweh waiteth with the sword to cut thee in two, that he may destroy you. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua had Daniel separate these two guys, interrogate them, okay, and find out that they were both lying, and said that the angel of Yahweh waiteth to cut thee in two, man. So the Lord clearly had a spirit of vengeance waiting there to destroy those wicked men that were of the nation of Israel, that had called themselves elders in this present time, which were trying to commit a wicked act with Susanna by committing adultery, man. Okay? So these spirits of vengeance is all around us, and judgment is being judgment. When judgment is sent forth, the Lord already has his men in place. The Lord already has his angels, his army in place, his spiritual army already in place. You know? That's why it gets into the book of Revelations, where it says, you know, he told to the angels, the angels holding back the four winds, you know, to the servants of be sealed with the seal of Yahweh, to be sealed with that sign of exemption from the destruction, man. Okay? So it's the angels that bring forth this great sentence of judgment, all right? And with this quick example in Ghost, you know, now you had in this clip here with the guy Willie, and he's about to be put to death, and you had Sam, which had died within this movie, was tormenting this guy. So in this instance, how I brought out those scriptures and then applying it unto this movie, you can consider Sam in this instance with this guy Willie as a spirit of vengeance, because in the scene, what he was doing, he was tormenting this guy Willie. He was tormenting him, all right? And that's what the angels do. The angels will torment you and bring you to a point where you ultimately are put to death. So Sam was tormenting this guy so much that he made him run out the house, feel as though he's being crazy, okay? And then the angels had it to where 2 cars had compelled him, man, and he was put to death. And then you see after the end of that sign, after the end of his death, you see those angels coming up to grab his spirit. Not saying that that's something that happens, but just showing you, when they show you after his death, those demons that grabbed his spirit, showing you that in the midst of his death, that there were spirits of vengeance there, uh, uh, making that situation happen to bring forth his demise, because that's what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua had ordained to happen unto him, man. Which shows you the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know? So, hey, man, you know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is real. These spirits are real, man. You know? So with that, you know, I just hope this quick segment was edifying of me laying backing off of, you know, Apostle Ramlab, you know. And with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect. And I'm gonna let this clip rock out for brothers. Shalom.